When the Minnesota Vikings signed superstar edge rusher Za'Darius Smith, the question was, how is it going to impact the existing superstar edge rusher in Danielle Hunter? Because team dynamics are always funny, where, hey, it's not like the quarterback position where there can be one on the field at a time. Edge rusher, you can have multiple just getting after the quarterback, but sometimes egos get involved, and a guy who plays a similar position, even though he overall would help you, sometimes it rubs the guy the wrong way. But not so much with Danielle Hunter. He is the consummate team player, and he is very pumped up that the Vikings have brought in Za'Darius Smith. Again, Danielle is very soft-spoken, doesn't say much, even on social media, unless he wants a new contract. Even though I've listened to a bunch of Danielle press conferences, I probably could not pick his voice out of a lineup, and I got a pretty good ear when it comes to voices. No big deal. No big deal. But Danielle responded on the gram as well as on the Twitter machine of the signing of Za'Darius Smith. So Za'Darius put out on his Instagram stories a picture of them at the 2019 Pro Bowl, where Za'Darius says that Danielle was like, hey, man, maybe someday we'll play together. Wouldn't that be awesome? Nice picture of Za'Darius and Danielle, Crowns, Kings, two Kangs, at Pocket Kings. And then Danielle Hunter meet at the quarterback 2.0. So Danielle, what do the kids call that? Restorying. He posted Za'Darius' story on his story, which is a sign of respect. Also on the Twitter machine, Danielle liked the Vikings tweet introducing Za'Darius Smith at his press conference. They're going to have to fear Danielle Hunter and Za'Darius Smith. That's the extent. That's basically Danielle shouting. It's like, oh, quiet, Danielle. Quiet, man. That's basically the extent of Danielle expressing himself. And if you look, I understand we're twisting stats a little bit here, but if you go back to the last full season where Danielle and Za'Darius are both fully healthy, 2019, even though Za'Darius is fully healthy in 2020 as well. So 2019, if you look at those numbers, ooh, baby, we got a stew going. Danielle, 88 pressures, Za'Darius, 93. Their 1-2 win-play show in the NFL in leading and pressures. 14.5 sacks for Danielle, 13.5 for Za'Darius. Combined 28 beep bop bop boop was tied for the NFL lead. That year, Shaq Barrett went off for 19.5, and JPP, yeah, you know me, also had 8.5, so they also tallied 28. 70 tackles for Danielle, 55 for Za'Darius, and then 4 total forced fumbles. Za'Darius also had 4 forced fumbles in 2020. So again, health is a question, but the back is fine with Za'Darius. He passed his physical. Also last year, he returned for the playoff game, which the Packers lost. Ow. We're going to need more wax. Deuces. And Danielle Hunter, he showed that the neck is healthy. The pec is whatever. Like we said, the pec is a red herring. It happens, right? And I think Danielle fully understands. They got to know each other at the Pro Bowl. They got to play each other twice a year, so they got to see each other after the games. So I'm sure that they already have some chemistry and a friendship going on. Plus, I think Danielle, who has been a team player, whether at LSU, where it's like, oh, he only had 4.5 sacks coming out of LSU. It's like, yeah, because he was a team player taking on blocks. Same thing with the Vikings defense, where edge rushers are basically there to absorb guys so that Kendricks and Barr can scrape and make plays. But Danielle Hunter is the ultimate team player. Plus, he learned from the other great team players. Like, he paired up with Everson, and we're getting after the quarterback. He paired up with Brian Robinson, who B-Rob, by the way, something great about B-Rob is that he gave way to Danielle, where he understood that Danielle was ready to start. And Brian Robinson could have been a starter 2016, 2017, somewhere in this league. But he's like, hey, kid, it's your time. I'm just going to do whatever we can do here. And Danielle saw that. And also going back through Vikings history, when it was B-Rob and Everson, when it was B-Rob and Jared Allen, it does take two to tango. And what's great about it is that offenses physically and logistically cannot double both of them. So one of them is going to get blocked up singly, and they're going to get after the quarterback. And, hey, just momentum, because guess what? Hey, if Za'Darius gets his one play, next play, Danielle's going to get his. Next drive, Danielle gets his, then Za'Darius gets his as well. And then DJ Wanham comes in, and then Harrison Phillips and Diesel Dalvin Tomlinson get in the mix. And then Jalen Twyman on third down in some NASCAR packages, getting it, man. I love it. It is scary good. It is scary, ridiculously good how fantastic this defensive line is. So I just can't wait to see them put it into practice. And I'm glad that I'm glad that it seems that there are no egos here. I think that people understand it's about winning. It's about getting sacks. And guess what? Yeah, Za'Darius got paid. Yeah, maybe Danielle's a little bit miffed at that. It's like, hey, whatever. They literally redid my contract to help pay Za'Darius. He got his. If I play well this year, I'm going to get mine next year because I'm only going to be 28. I'm going to get all of the money. All of the money. Because remember, even though these guys are coming off an injury, Danielle is 27 and Za'Darius is 29. So it's not like they're old fogies out here. So this could be the Vikings pass rushing duo for the next 3, 4, 5 seasons. I love it. I like it, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Danielle responds to the Za'Darius Smith signing. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.